Good morning. It's a beautiful, beautiful day in Kansas City, Missouri. I do have a donation, and it's a super thanks from Stu. Hi, Stu. And it is Céline, Dion, and it's all coming back to me now. Official, extended, remastered HD video. That's a mouthful. And I don't think I've seen any of the music videos of Celine Dion. I've seen a couple live performances. So, oh, 1 second. Forgot about my headset. Let me get it. Right up in your face. Okay, so let's go ahead and check it out. Thank you, Stu. Much appreciated. It's hard to find the comment. It says donation, but it doesn't always tell you what it is. But we found it. Abby is the sleuth, so she always finds the way. Let's go. I do know the song, by the way, but not extended.
When the wind was so cold, my body froze in bed if I just listened to it right outside the window. There were days when the sun was so cruel that all the tears turned to dust, and I just knew my eyes were drying up forever.
So she lost her man just died. That is one of the worst fears, especially when you're majorly in love with somebody. Yeah, I've got the goosebumps from all that. That's insane. Kick it back.
I knew my eyes were drying up forever. I finished crying in the instant that you left, and I can't remember where or when or how, and I banished every memory you and I had ever made. But when you touch me like this and you hold me like that, I just have to admit that it's all coming back to me. When I touch you like this and I hold you like that, it's so hard to believe, but it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back, it's all coming back to me now. There were moments of gold and there were flashes of light. There were things I'd never do again, but then they'd always seem right. There were nights of endless pleasure. It was more than any loss in love. Baby, baby, if I kiss you like this, and if you whisper like that, it was lost long ago, but it's all coming back to me. If you want me like this, and if you need me like that, it was dead long ago, but it's all coming back to me. It's so hard to resist, and it's all coming back to me. I can barely recall, but it's all coming back to me now.
That's all you would want, is for them to come back. So sad. Final. That's all you would think about, is your love that is gone. tragic.
Those empty threats and hollow lies, and whenever you try to hurt me, I just hurt you even worse and so much deeper.
That's the part that
those empty threats and hollow lies, and whenever you try to hurt me, I just hurt you even worse and so much deeper. There were hours that just went on for days, when alone at last we'd count up all the chances that will last to us forever. But you were history with the slamming of the door, and I made myself so strong again somehow, and I never wasted any of my time on you since then.
See, what's kind of confusing for me from what I've always thought from the song with the lyrics and such is the person had just left. In this video, it's explaining that the person had, I don't know, I'm kind of confused with that. Maybe he was about to leave and then got in the accident at the same time. That's what I'm getting from it.
And I never wasted any of my time on you since then. But if I touch you like this, and if you kiss me like that, it was so long ago, but it's all coming back to me. If you touch me like this, and if I kiss you like that, it was gone with the wind, but it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back, it's all coming back to me now. There were moments of gold and there were flashes of light. There were things we'd never do again, but then they'd always seem right. There were nights of endless pleasure. It was more than all your loves in love. Baby, 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 when you touch me like this, and when you hold me like that, it was gone with the wind, but it's all coming back to me. When you see me like this, and when I see you like that, then we see what we want to see, all coming back to me. The flesh and the fantasies, all coming back to me. I can barely recall, but it's all coming back to me If you forgive me all this, if I forgive you all that, we forgive and forget, and it's all coming back to me. When you see me like this, and when I see you like that, we see just what we want to see, all coming back to me. The flesh and the fantasies, all coming back to me. I can barely recall, but it's all coming back to me. touch you like that, it's all coming back to me now. And if you do it like this, it's all coming back to me now. And if we
So beautiful. Okay, so I've heard this song many, many times. Gives you a lot more of a feel, especially when you get older, because that came out when I was like a teenager. So I was mainly listening to Big Booty Hoes Come With, you know what I mean? A bunch of rap and rock and stuff. So I do know the song. It's just that I never paid as much attention to the lyrics. Feels like in the video, that's what I'm going to go to from the story on that, is like it's a ghost, basically. It's your memories and such. And she said she wouldn't think about it ever again at some point, but it brought it back up. It happens sometimes. Relationships is so complicated, and when you break up or whatever is absolutely hard. It's heartbreak. It makes sense. You know what I mean? Your heart is really broken and distraught and sadness. I hope I never go through that ever again in life. Stu, thank you so much for the video, and I'm glad that you're well. And yeah, we'll talk to you all later. Much love. Bye-bye. So I was editing the video, the reaction, and it didn't set me very well. I had more questions and such. So I'm wondering if when the video, kind of like threw me off on the lyrics and everything. So what I get from when he left the door and after a argument, and it felt kind of like a metaphor, crash and burn. I'm not sure if I'm reaching, or you never know with metaphors and with certain videos and such. Also, I noticed these lyrics that I don't remember hearing of them. And there were those empty threats and hollow lies. That sounds a little familiar. And whenever you try to hurt me, I just try even worse. It's so much deeper. Please, if you're in a relationship, please don't do that. Don't be spiteful. Don't be hateful. You have to communicate, and you have to compromise so much. I've been married for 22 years, and you might get kind of angry at times. You have to communicate. Hurting each other back and forth is not going to help the situation ever. So when I saw those lyrics right there, I was like, in the very beginning of my marriage, I was very young. I was 21 and my husband was 19. And we dated for like 2 to 3 months, got married. Then he was gone to basic for 4, got back together, finally able to live with each other. And it was rough. Our first year, we almost didn't make it. If you love somebody, no matter what, even if they're hurting you, you have to use your emotional side and compassion. That's just how I feel about that. Great lyrics. And what I said about ghost, I mean the ghost of like your memories and such. This dude might have never died to begin with. It's just that how it played in her head. I'm not sure. Please put it in the comments. Have a blessed day. Please check out my Patreon and Discord and Coffee. They're all underneath. It helps me tons tons. Most of us reactors do not get paid very much, and especially when you're small like me. So any little bit helps. I appreciate you all, even if you don't donate. It means a lot, from the support, subscribing, likes, things like that. It all adds up and helps my channel grow. Thank you very much. Bye.